Good evening, folks. This is Deb. So, I want to talk about a couple of things tonight, mostly about the Republican Party. But before I get into that, you know, there's an awful lot of people out there making videos on TikTok, okay? And I saw one the other day where someone took a commentary by Hakeem Jeffries completely out of the context of the video he was speaking in, where he was basically saying to somebody, well, what kind of leverage do we really have? The fact of the matter is that the Democrats are the minority party now, okay? The voters rewarded Joe Biden's party, the party that got them out of the first mess that Donald Trump left, by handing the Republican Party a trifecta, which means they own the White House, the Senate, and the House. They own the House by 3 measly seats. They own the Senate by 6 seats. Okay? So, in terms of voting straight up and down, the Democrats don't have any leverage. And to wit, let's look at the RFK Jr. vote today, where every single Democrat voted against him, and only Mitch McConnell from the Republican Party came over with the Democrats and voted no. So in order for the Democrats to have any kind of leverage in a situation like this, a straight up and down vote, they need literally 6 Republicans to come over. The Republican Party doesn't have the character or the courage to do any of that in the Trump era. They don't, okay? The Republican Party is full-on fascist. So what's happening now, all these video makers are actually pitting the Democrats against each other on video, and that is not, my friends, the way we get out of this mess. The front of the video where she introduced this was Hakeem Jeffries making the statement, which is a statement of fact, okay? And then someone posted a video of AOC and put a picture of her in the front of it that says, I'm with stupid, and the arrow pointing at Hakeem Jeffries. You know what? These people aren't people who are serious about actually helping this country. These people want to get their hit rate up on the internet. They want to get their hit rate up on YouTube, their hit rate up on TikTok. It's the same tactic that gets used by people when they have, the headlines of their videos that say, latest bombshell, Trump in trouble. You know what? That's just to attract you to look. That's not actually factual. So if you listen to AOC, and listen to that video, she's not calling Hakeem Jeffries stupid. Not anywhere near that. What she's doing is telling people, we have a chance to take this back, because we have not only the midterms coming up in 2026, but we have 3 special elections in the House, 2 in Florida, 1 in New York, because Trump pilfered people for his cabinet. And there are 3 Democrats running for those seats. And even if we don't win them all, if we can take 1, we'll be doing good. Okay? And even if we don't win, if we come close, then the people who win in those districts are subject to the same fears that some of the Democrats who won in red states face. They are subject to the pressure from their constituents, from their Democratic constituents. AOC knows how to play this game. But you know what? So does Hakeem Jeffries when it comes to day-to-day on-the-floor stuff. And he has his plans too. And if you go to my YouTube channel, I will put that article in there so that you can see it. These people who are doing this kind of stuff, these kinds of headlines, they don't give a shit about the United States. They don't give a shit about winning. They care about their brand. Well, you know what? We don't do that. I don't do those sensational headlines. I'm here to give you the facts, and that's the fact, okay? I'm not here to play that kind of game. So let's talk a little bit about RFK Jr. He was confirmed today, and now our troubles begin. Okay. And I've heard people out there, so all 47 Democratic senators voted no. Only Mitch McConnell came over. Okay. Lisa Murkowski, who was initially not going to vote for him, did vote for him. So let me tell you what she said. This is her statement, and this is important to me, okay? And it's important to you. She said, quote, I continue to have concerns about Mr. Kennedy's views on vaccines and his selective interpretation of scientific studies, which initially caused my misgivings about his nomination. She then went on to say that RFK Jr., quote, has made numerous commitments to me and my colleagues, promising to work with Congress to ensure public access to information and to base vaccine recommendations on data-driven, evidence-based, and medically sound research, end quote. You know what? All of these assholes make all kinds of promises every day just to get confirmed. These must be the same concessions that were made by the, 3 SCOTUS judges to Ms. Murkowski and Susan Collins that made them put them in the Supreme Court, that then reneged on that whole precedence thing. Remember that when they promised they wouldn't upend precedents? Well, Lisa Murkowski fell for that one too. Okay. RFK Jr. works for Donald Trump. So in the era of Trump, they can say whatever they want to get confirmed and do whatever the fuck they want when they're in their position. And that's just the way it works. Okay. That's just the way it works in today's America. So here's what I'm telling you, all right? Don't fall for these stupid video pictures of AOC standing there saying, I'm with stupid. Do they disagree at times? You know what? Being in Congress and in the Senate is like being in a family. You don't always get along with your family members. But the Democrats kind of hang together. Right now, the Republican Party is the party that should be feeling your wrath, okay? Your wrath, because nobody in the Republican Party has the courage to stand up. The only 2 people who did, Liz Cheney and Adam Kinzinger, are no longer in the party, okay? They are outside of the government because they were thrown out of their party because they did not agree with Donald Trump. And that's the real rub here. None of the people serving right now in the GOP really care about the Constitution, saving American democracy, or you. They are more than willing to rubber stamp whatever Donald Trump is doing. So why get pissed off at the Democratic Party when you should be pissed off at the Republican Party? Pissed off enough to turn in a giant fucking tidal wave of blue in 2026. And believe me, I'm going to be talking to you about the SAVE Act tomorrow, which is something that they're trying to shove through Congress to disenfranchise millions of voters. So if you don't think the Republican Party is thinking about it, you're wrong. That's basically all I've got tonight. Our next confirmation is going to be Kash Patel. It's going to once again be along party lines. Not even Fetterman voted for Tulsi Gabbard and RFK Jr., okay? Fetterman, who we don't trust anymore. He voted no. None of the Democrats voted for either one of them. We're not done talking about Gabbard either. I will get to that. But right now, my point is, beware of what you're paying attention to on TikTok and on YouTube, okay? Because at the end of the day, all these internet influencers are looking to build their own brand. And this is not conducive to saving this nation. I will talk to you all later.